welcome to MGP408. I'm Kev, and with me as ever, the Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
We're all back together again for the first time in 2021, I think. I haven't checked. It might not be.
Something like that.
I'm going to assume it probably is.
That's right.
How are we all? Is everybody good?
Rested a little bit.
Yeah, after you slept through last week's podcast, you monster.
I was so tired. I hate mornings.
You don't know the meaning of tired.
Excuse me?
Why were we allowed to say it to Pab just before we started, but I can't say it to you?
I didn't say it to Pab.
I said it to Pab and no one told me off.
No, I agreed. Pab doesn't know the meaning of the word tired. He's very illiterate.
He's not.
I imagine up north they say something like plum-tuckered rather than tired anyway.
Sounds about right. I've heard him say it before. You're always plum-tuckered.
What would you say, Pab? For what's northern for tired?
I don't know.
Imagine you just got back from
tired.
mill. How do you describe your level of tiredness?
When you're
I
cold,
bet
you
it's
say you're brass
plum-tuckered.
monkeys, don't you? So
No.
I thought that was Cockneys. You said brass monkeys.
Is it? No, I've never heard a Cockney say that. I've heard Northerners say
I
it.
just heard one say it.
I've never heard a Cockney say that. That to me, that's a northern thing.
Pretty sure that's a Cockney thing. Answers on a postcard, boys and girls. Send them to the usual address. Sheepdog will sift through the mail as he always does. We don't have a special to do this week, Anna. Are you sad that we don't have a special? I know you've enjoyed preparing for specials over the last month or so.
I did prepare stuff, Kevin.
I'm not saying you didn't. I said you enjoyed preparing stuff. And now you've got to go sans special, which I assume upsets you because you like a special.
I see.
Exactly.
No, I don't mind.
Do we have anything that we can spin a special out of?
We could do Game of the Month. It's nearly the end of the month. If we all get our top 5 games that have been released in January and narrow that down over the course of an hour to a short list.
Apparently,
that
brass
works.
monkeys is a Navy phrase, Kev. So maybe it's all the sailors that.
And everyone knows the Navy's based in the south.
Yeah, that's true, to be fair.
So there you go. Officially the south. How are we all anyway? Is everybody delightful? Everybody happy and cheery and not plum-tuckered?
I am extremely plum-tuckered. I am knackered. I was going to say tired, and then I thought you're just going to say you don't know the meaning of the word tired.
Yeah, that would have been my hat trick, and I'd have been very happy then.
Exactly. But no, I am so knackered. It's ridiculous. I've spent this week basically fighting my children while my wife has to go off and do harder stuff out and about doing her job. But I've just been at home acting like a monster dad. And
You probably don't have to act much, do you?
No, but do you know what's? I've put this on Twitter, so I mean, you're just probably hearing it again if you read my tweet earlier. But I spent the whole week being a miserable son of a gun and really, really getting stressed out. And then my son won an award for working really, really, really hard this week, and I just sat there a little bit like, oh, that actually makes me feel slightly better. I was just like, it has been so hard. I am so tired. My work also gave me some good feedback about something, so I was just like, okay, somehow, in the worst week ever, I've managed to be absolutely outstanding, and everyone's showering us with awards and praise and so forth. But, yeah, I'm just going to sleep this weekend. I'm so tired. It's ridiculous.
I like sleeping.
Yeah.
You're all lazy. I only sleep for 5 hours a night, according to my ring.
Liar. At the weekend,
apparently I do.
At the weekend, I have to wake you.
The weekend is when I repay my sleep balance.
Mm.
We have the science to prove it now. Although I am being told bedtime's approaching, actually, currently. So
is that what I end up doing? Because I get up at like 11 on a Saturday. Is that
you're
me
repaying
my
your sleep balance. It's science, Sheepdog. You can tell Kirsty it's science. She can't fight science.
It actually frustrates me because she gets a lie-in on a Sunday, and because she doesn't have to get up on a Sunday, she then keeps me up just watching TV till about 2 a.m, and then I have to get up. So I always have a really good Saturday where I'm like, I've not felt this human for years, and then she ruins me on Sunday because I always fall for it. I'm always like, yeah, go on, let's stick a film on. It's only 5 to midnight, and
I had
then
someone
I
do
feel
that
like
to
death.
me.
Who?
You? What?
When?
I said the other night, I don't want to
Yeah,
be
but
awake.
Anna, we weren't cool enough to be watching a film. We were watching the Great British Pottery Throwdown. It's a little bit different. And we were squeezing an extra episode of that in because we'd like it when the bald man cries.
You always say that, and I don't like it. I made it worse on Tuesday as well because I've been reading. I got the Marvel Unlimited thing. I couldn't think what it was called. I was going to be like the Unlimited Marvel thing on my iPad for Christmas, and I've been reading Spider-Man, and one of his close personal friends just out of the blue got murdered. And I was like, well, I have to keep reading now. And then I realised again it was like 2 a.m. So it's all self-inflicted stupidity. But that was my Tuesday night, just completely wrecked. To be honest, this is part of the reason I've not gamed much this week. I've only played a little bit of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. The rest of the week I've been just binging Spider-Man comics because they've been really good. I'm quite surprised how good they are. And I know he's quite a famously well-loved comic, but I don't know.
I've been marvelling this week as well because I realised, having watched the first couple of episodes of WandaVision last week, I realised just how much of the MCU I'd completely forgotten. So I've started rewatching old Marvel movies to fill in the gaps because they put that Marvel Legends thing on there to give you like the 5-minute backstory of both Wanda and Vision before you get into WandaVision. And we didn't notice that until after we'd watched it. So we watched WandaVision, absolutely fine. We watched the Legends thing. And we were both sat there going, don't know what movie that was in. Don't remember that. No idea what this is. But then at the end, it gives you a list of all of the movies that you need to go back and watch that they took the clips from.
And they're also in order, aren't they, the Marvel films? I
remember saying to Mrs. Sheepdog during, it must have been Infinity War, and they were just there. And I thought, well, what's... Yeah, like, you've barely been in any of the films other than being a footnote. They felt really underused. So it'd probably be quite cool to look at that back because... They've
been in like 6 movies.
Yeah, they've been in
like, this thing.
I mean, it makes me laugh that they kind of were treating them like they were a major part of the team in the advertising and everything for the last 2 films. And it was like, well, you've been in, like you say, 6-ish films. It was always backstories, like in the background sort of stuff, wasn't it? Him kind of falling in love with her and following her around and stalking her and stuff. And
well, even watching these Legends things, I still can't quite work out at what point they became a couple because that's never clear. I think that must have happened off camera. Not significant enough. We'll do that off camera. And they just came back for Infinity War and, oh yeah, we're a couple. We've been hanging out for the last 2 years. Oh, okay.
Wasn't she trying to
Fair
teach
enough.
him not to be weird at one point or something? I remember that.
Anna can confirm that never works. You can't teach him not to be weird, can you, Anna?
That is true.
Exactly.
No, basically Spider-Man and my wife have been keeping me up all week, and I'm knackered.
In equal measure.
Yes, probably more Spider-Man to be fair, and homeschooling just got ridiculous. So I was quite a little bit touched by. Quite a bit. I was trying to say I'm so tired. Quite touched by the award thing because I kind of felt like that was a little bit of a nod my way as well, considering I was the one literally tearing my hair out, trying to get him to do literally anything.
What hair? Ripping at your shoulders?
Yeah, my shoulders are completely bald now. But yeah, I was just sat there. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, this is ridiculous. He never wins this, and he's won it in the worst week possible, like the worst imaginable week. So yeah, awesome. But I just want to sleep, so I'm glad we're doing this early. Because I was going to say we're going to have an early night, but no, I was going to watch WandaVision when you texted me the purple alert. I didn't realise we were on to purple alerts.
I didn't know what it meant.
Look, I sent you all a list of the alerts years ago. If you haven't kept that up to date, that's not my fault. This was a purple alert.
I sat there Hoover shopping, and then you got annoyed with me because I was tweeting about Hoovers and not responding to your purple alert.
I wasn't annoyed at you. I was just keeping it right. I've sent him a DM. Oh look, he's liking tweets, but not replied to the DM. Interesting. Let's just send him that way. Give him a subtle nudge. We're all waiting for him.
Yeah, but then we were all waiting for Pab because he's tired.
Yeah, plum tuckered. Because it's grim up north.
Yeah,
etc. etc.
Snowed up there and stuff. So.
Yeah, we had some
have
snow.
you got snow, Pabby?
No, not here, no. There has been snow. It's all gone now, pretty much, but we did have some snow.
We're not allowed snow. All it does where we live now is rain.
It snowed here for like a morning, and my kids managed to build a snowman and everything.
We woke up to a blanket, but by the time we got out there, because of the rain, it had gone.
I say they built a snowman. We literally had like a centimetre of snow,
Yeah.
and they managed to scrape it off the table, the slide, the shed roof, and roll it into a ball, and put a little bit on it. And I was just like, that is impressive. Like, it ain't going to snow again for another year, so you've made the most of that. They've been a bit funny with that. They keep going out and doing stuff, and like going back slightly to my son's school stuff. They had this cover teacher on Wednesday. And she was like, make sure you go out and do a bit of exercise. And he was like, I want to go out front on my bike. I was like, no, you're not just riding around on your bike. I've got work to do. So he went in the garden and he just ran laps of the garden. And I looked out at him because I was like, you don't have to do this. Like, come back in. And he was like, no, I want to. She told me I have to. And I was like, she didn't say that. I was listening. She just said, make sure you spend some time outside. And he was like, no, I want to exercise. And next time I looked out, it ran a complete mud circle in our garden. Like, the ground was going, there's no grass. It's still there now, just his mud track around our garden where he just kept running and running. He was in wellies. But that teacher owes me a garden now because the snow had already done a bit of damage where they'd literally scraped everything they could off of it. And now he's run his own little mud pit out there.
He's got a track now. He can run there every day.
It reminded me of the scene in Sonic, the film where he's running around the baseball pitch until it just becomes like a trench all the way around it. He's basically done that. I said to him, if you'd have kept running, I mean, I wish I hadn't have said this because he almost did, but I was like, if you'd have kept running for a half hour, you'd have probably had a trench out there like Sonic. And he looked at me like, but he didn't do it.
Don't tell him that.
Well, exactly. Sometimes I still forget. But yeah, he was very much like, I'm going. I was like, no, you're not. Sit down. It would have been fun to see. I'd love to see my wife's face when she come home and it's just a trench in the garden.
Big one.
Can't do that. Silly sausage.
I could have filled it in and had a garden moat.
Yeah.
So, video games wise, Anna, I don't think you've spoken on the podcast about just normal games in like 5 weeks or something insane. I don't think you've been on since before the specials. So, have you played anything new in that time? Or now you're a grown-up with a real job, do you not ever get to play any games anymore?
I've played 35 games.
I'm now a grown-up with grown-up money and I can spend it on what I want, which means I can spend it on games.
Yeah, but you're now like the rest of us. You spend it on games and don't play them. You've gone from being a gamer to a game collector, and we're two very different beasts.
Yep.
I still play them. I find time. My days off are cleaning and then playing video games because I can't go out anywhere. I can't do anything.
Says who?
The government.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Can't go out. Can't do anything. So due to no schooling in our area, because he does not like it if it's not done in school, we don't do it. So I've had evenings while he is asleep because he's bored of being home, so he'd rather sleep. Been playing games, and I have been playing the same games. So, what have I been playing? So I've been playing mostly Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That game is very long, and there's lots to do. And
How are we getting on? How many hours are we looking?
I want to say 40.
Okay, so you've probably been to a place that you didn't expect to go, and I'm not going to say any more than that.
Yes, that's where I am now.
Okay.
I played it in the wrong order. So I was doing, you know how you do in the areas of the UK?
Yes.
I was doing all that, and then someone appeared, and then a quest came, and I was like, all right. So I went over there, and now I'm doing that. So that's fun and different. And I didn't.
Are you leveled for it though? You're the right level for it.
I am 20 levels too high for it.
Oh, you see, I was under. I was about. I upgraded my town to a certain point where that person came.
Yeah.
Then went to a certain place, and then I had to do that first mission where you have to shut the gates, however it is, and I had to run all the way through that. Just not touching anyone, just run, and just get to the button prompt to push to close the gates. Because
that's what you're supposed to do. Because you're not supposed to stand there and fight because they just keep coming.
Well,
you have to just run through.
Well, if I got hit, I was pretty much getting one shot. So I was like, it took me about 4 or 5 goes, but I did get there.
I was too high level for that area because I was in a fight with someone. from another mission and was getting my rear end handed to me every time, and I went, no, I'm not playing with you anymore. So I went and did something else, and I ended up in a different place, and I was like, oh, excellent. So I've been doing that, finishing that. I think I'm on the last bit of that, so I'll be back into that other mission that I was doing. That not great, but I guess I have to do it to progress on my story.
Mm-hmm.
I bought Sackboy's Adventure.
Is it any good?
Over Christmas. It's a platformer. It is 100% a platformer. That is
so there's
it.
no building in it.
No,
it's just a platform. It's just a platform. It's not a Little Big Planet game. It's a Sackboy game. It's just a platform. Yeah, from what I've seen. Yeah,
it's interesting.
It's just a platform. It's lovely. Obviously, it's a Little Big Planet. It's fine. It's just a platformer. If you like platformers, buy it. There is a story in there. I've not really been watching it. I just want to play the levels, but they get progressively harder. Things like you have to collect so many like special orbs, and that they open more gates to other places. It's lovely, colourful. Your controller vibrates on different things.
Okay.
Which like if you go on fire and you burn up your the vibration of the thing feels like wall that is burning. It's a very strange feeling. You're like, I know how that would feel, but the inside of this is made for this. If you don't know what I mean, like with Astrobot, it's in that same area. Ooh. There is multiplayer in it, but I don't have a second controller. I believe there is online play, but again, I don't play with people online because I don't have set time when I play games. But you know what Sackboy is. You know what a platformer is. Put Mario and Sackboy together.
Yeah,
you got a game. Not what I can say about that. I also bought something Fenyx Rising.
Immortals.
That's that thing. Oh my god! So like you have to do. There's also puzzles in this game. So like I like the combat. It's all pretty. It's on like everything, isn't it?
It certainly is.
It's very stylized for every console. So I think it looks the same on the Switch as it looks on the PS4 and the PS5.
More or less.
It all looks the same. But the puzzles in this thing, oh my god, don't they get hard? Like this one, right? I don't know what I was doing or where I was going or why I was there. How was it? You know the big god area, the god where the gods live, right?
Like yeah.
Yeah, there's a thing on the wall. There's challenges to do.
Oh right, yeah, daily challenges and quests and whatever. Yeah.
I went and started one of them. I have never been so confused in my life. I didn't know where I was going or what I was doing or why.
Just ignore them. Just ignore them. There's that much stuff in that game. You don't need dailies in there as well. You do not need dailies and general like weeklies going in there as well. You just don't need it because there's that much stuff in that game. I think I looked at it once and went, oh, actually, I've auto completed some of these because I didn't realise I was just doing it anyway.
But this like it was awful. I felt sick. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know why I was doing. Oh no, I don't want that again. That was horrible. But again, this game, I think I've progressed too far, but not for my level. Like I keep going places, and it's like you don't have the god power for this to get this treasure. I'm like, but then why send me here? Give me the. Oh. But I didn't play. I only played it for a day, and then I put it back. I was like, I'll finish you when I finish Valhalla because it's just, and it's a story that I'd like to get into, but I can't have 2 Assassin's Creed games because it is Assassin's Creed. I don't care what you say. It is an Assassin's Creed game. Both at the same time. What else have I got? I've been playing some Cyberpunk, but I've literally just been doing side quests. Love the side, like the little go and beat this gang up over there, or go and collect this evidence. Yeah, love them. Yeah. Don't know why, I love doing them. So I put that on now and again just to zoom around, hoping they fix it a little bit, because I was in a nightclub doing something, and there's just a bunch of people in T-poses. And like, they can follow me with their head, but they're just standing there in T-poses. I'm like, you're not supposed to be stood like that, because a moment ago you were dancing. It's like, I went past them, turned around, and they're just in their T-poses. I was like, why? But like, it works. It's just a bit not finished. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, it went gold because you can complete the game, but it's just not polished at the moment. It's not polished enough. They need to No Man's Sky it and just make it work.
They will. I mean, you got to look at how long they will have this ready for PS5 and whatever you, probably in about a year's time.
Yeah.
Like the end of this year, I expect they'll have it ready to go for PS5 and Xbox.
Well, it's not on the PS5 yet, is it?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they've got they'll work it so they pretty much that edition will come out and it'll be immaculate. So,
I'm hoping, like, it is good, and I do want it to. I don't want CD Projekt Red to go away, because they make good games. They just were a little bit ambitious, I think, and because they kept putting it back, I guess they just had to put it out the way it was and hope for the best. But I enjoy what I do in it, so yay for me. What else have I done? I've just been going around in Legion, but again, it's not Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs 2 was excellent. This, I don't really...
Have you leaned back away from your microphone, Anna?
I was leaning over to get...
There you go, that's much better.
Yeah.
I was just leaning to get Dave off the thing that he was doing. Look, Watch Dogs... I'm not feeling it. Yes, I like it being in London, and yes, I like being able to go here, there, where I've been before, but that is about it. Like, it's just a bit bleh to me. Like, it's gone down in price considerably since release, but I have it. I have the season pass. I'll play it at some point, but these past couple of weeks, played quite a bit because I got a week off. You see, I did a week where I had to do a long hours, and then they give you a week off, and like, thank you, I will take them. And then I just played a lot because schoolwork does not exist in this house, because it doesn't.
Well, he doesn't have a school for a start.
He doesn't have a school, and he won't engage. Like, he really wouldn't engage. We tried it before, and didn't end well. But that's me. I'm just doing what I do, and that's just play my games, because it keeps me happy and sane.
Splendid. I have played something called Football Manager this week.
No, really? Wow.
Pretty good. I would recommend
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah,
it's
pretty
broken,
good.
it.
What's broken about it?
What's broken in it? What's broken about it?
Oh, the custom database I had was broken.
Yeah.
That was a custom database. That wasn't
the game.
That wasn't the game itself. I mean, bearing in mind this game came out, was it October or November? I'm closing in on 800 hours on it so far on FM21.
You're ridiculous.
800 hours.
It's his job, isn't it? It's insane that he's got a job doing that.
It's good. It's a good game. I recommend it. You should try it. That's all I've played this week, obviously.
Actually,
that's not true. I played Pokemon Go because you told me to.
Well,
I saw your tweet on Saturday morning, and you tweeted something like Community Day's just started. So I caught myself a little shiny fella and then put it away again. Put the game. That's it. Got my little shiny one. Because we live on top of a gym now, so I was just sat there. I was doing it for like 10 minutes, constantly catching them for those 10 minutes. Got my shiny one, and then went, oh, job done. Magical.
It was quite a weird one, actually, because I got up like 10 minutes before it started because I'm an idiot. Put that tweet out and then went for a shower. But honestly, I started up my phone. the two at my house, I think one of them was shiny, and then I said to my son, "Look, turn your game on," and he was a bit like, "I can't be bothered," although he did play it in the end. I think I must have caught another one within 10 minutes, and then I was like, right, I'm kind of done. I just want to catch as many as I can now, because they were worth like 3 times the dust, and I needed to. I'm always, out of everyone I know who plays it, I've always got the lowest amount of dust by a massive amount, because I use it all basically. And at the moment, I've managed to get 1.5 million dust together, which is the most I've ever had, and it's still like a 12th of the size of most people who play it as often as I do. Resisting not spending it is hard, but excuse me, I just need to cough.
How dare you? Who the hell does he think he is?
Did I mute then?
No.
Oh, for God's
Captain
sake, I pressed the
COVID.
button. This is
You
the
just
second time I've done this.
infected all of us.
I'm really sorry, listeners. I pressed the button, but I noticed it come up on the bloody... Oh, man, that's ridiculous. I'm really sorry. That's the second time I've done that. All my bloody lines are mental at the moment as well. They're calming down now. There we go. Sorry, listeners. I can't believe that.
Oh, only them. I see.
Well, you lot can... Yeah.
We're the ones wearing headphones. They're just listening in their car or on their fancy smart speakers or their tellies. I've got
you know
you
what?
coming through studio headphones here, you
I've
monster.
muted twice and got away with it. I can't believe that didn't work. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really going to go on about that, but I will say, they're doing this really cool thing at the moment where they're working backwards through the generations, giving you a challenge to do. They've been a little bit cynical because to do this week's generations challenge, which I think is Gen 3, you have to go out and spin Pokestops to get quests, and obviously you can't do that because of COVID lockdown. I was very lucky that the 2 stops outside Tesco's had the quest on it, so I did the quest. And then the only other way you could do one of them is either be really lucky catching a dragon in the wild or being invited to a raid. So my mate invited me to a raid and I did that. I have discovered a bit of a flaw in their customer service system. If you message them a bit of a complaint about any bug in the game, I didn't do this on purpose, but I put it as a raid bug because they didn't have an option for gyms, and I was complaining about someone cheating in the game and kind of ruining it. They just automatically go, "Oh, sorry, you've had a problem with your remote raid. Here's a new pass." And I was like, "I didn't need a pass. I had a problem with something." And they were like, "Here's your pass. See you later." So,
Here we are.
yeah, I let my mates know, and they're all like, "Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Every time I speak to them, they send me a remote pass." So I was having fun with that. There's been a few bugs on it lately, so I've been reporting them to get my raid pass back. But if you live on top of a gym and you can't do a raid, you can now invite me to do the raid with you if I've got a pass for it.
Yeah, we tried to the other day, but you weren't on at the time, I don't think.
It's unlikely.
Well, we tried, didn't we, Anna?
Well, text me.
Did.
Because I would have probably
I told
had
Anna
passes
to
the other
text
day.
you, and she said no. You should be playing the game.
Because then I can start leveling up the gym at your house remotely, and that'll be good. So yeah, it has been cool. I've just completed the Gen 3 one. There's going to be a Gen 2 one next week, and then I spent £12 on a ticket to their Gen 1 event they're doing, where they're challenging you to catch all 151 Pokemon in a weekend from Gen 1. Oh, it's 150, and then there's a quest to catch a shiny version of Mew. I know. Well, it makes me feel a bit odd that old Sheepdog would never have spent £12 on this, but I don't know. Maybe he would have because he was a Pokemon fanatic too. But
Was he? I don't recall.
the 20th of Feb, 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. They're doing like a try and catch all 150 in one day event, and there'll be loads of shinies and stuff like that. So shiny Snorlax, which obviously my spirit animal, I want to go catch that. And yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm not going to get Ollie a ticket because he doesn't seem up for it. He could suck it. He could just tag along in the car if he wants.
It's time he earned his own money, isn't it? Get him out there sweeping chimneys or something.
Well,
that's what you had to do for your Pokemon passes when you were a boy.
Exactly. And he shouldn't have broke my Hoover, to be honest. So anyway, I mentioned that I've been playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, sorry. I mean, that's just fun. It's just little quests, Pokemon telling you that their brother or uncle or kid or whatever is lost in a dungeon, go rescue them. getting in a fight with different bosses. It's just a lovely little story from a Pokemon's perspective. It's fun. My son didn't really seem up for it. I said before, I kind of bought it for him, and he's not up for it, so I've stolen it. I showed him me playing it, and he was like, "All right, cool," and he's not really into that, but he's been obsessively playing Sword and Shield and asking me for help on that and making me do all the hard battles for him. And he was playing Mario Odyssey this week and got right up to the last 2 bosses and then got me to do them for him. And I remember these being painfully stressful when I completed Mario Odyssey. Bowser throwing his hat at you, you got to wear his hat and punch the living hell out of Bowser. That was quite difficult, but I remember there being like you put your hat on Bowser and you control him, and you have to run through this ridiculous level, which I'm sure took me like 20 attempts when I did it myself when I played. And yet he handed me his Switch and asked me to do it, and I did it first try. And I was like, what the hell? It wasn't stressful at all. I don't know why I found it horrific. I was worn out when I finished it the last time. Odyssey doesn't have a difficulty rating, does it? Like a setting?
I
don't think so.
I don't remember it having options. But it was, because I completed that for him the other day, which, it did take me a while. It took me more time to complete the boss before it than it did. I did the end bit first try. But yeah, I remember that being horrific, and it was actually quite fun playing as Bowser and jumping around. And yeah, that is it for me. I've kind of just been. That's it. He's nicking all my time, making me play games on his behalf. So when I get time to play Mystery Dungeon, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm going to sit and do this now. Or I'm just reading which of Spider-Man's friends have been murdered, which is very sad.
Splendid. Well, if Pab can do it right this week, there'll be an ad break now, but we all know he's a little bit hit and miss whether he does it right, as we learnt last week. So we'll try and throw to an ad, but it might just be Pab reading a poem instead. Either ad or poem now.
Poem.
Could have stuck an ad over where I coughed, Pab.
Yeah, come on, Pab. You got to be better with these adverts.
I mean, we do have the power to edit that cough out.
We
do
don't.
Yeah,
we don't.
You do.
He
we
does.
Don't.
We all know full well that I do, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna.
Go on then, Pabby. Hit us with your games.
Stop shouting.
Yeah, stop shouting.
I can hear you,
Stop shouting.
I have acquired some of these PlayStation headphones.
No.
How have you got them? I've been trying to get them for Anna.
They were online. I saw them and I picked them
Where?
up.
Where did you buy them from?
Smiths. They're all. I'll be honest with you. I assumed you'd got some because I've seen them that many times advertised this week.
No, not seen
I
that.
haven't
Why
really
you didn't
looked
get
this
2
week.
pairs, Pab?
Yeah,
You knew
I
I
know.
was on the market for these. In the market for these.
Yeah,
Abby.
I got them. I got them at Smiths randomly. So they were online. They were available in the middle of a day once, and I missed the tweet by
they're
about
not
20
on there
minutes.
now.
No, I missed them by about 20 minutes, and then they'd already gone. And then they had a little bit more stock in the evening, and it was like 2
He's a
minutes after
monster,
the tweet
this
had
boy,
gone out.
isn't he?
So I ordered some, and then I got them. But
Thanks for the heads up, you scumbag.
by the time I'd have got to you, they'd have already gone, wouldn't they? That's the thing. You've got to keep an eye out for them. That's the thing.
I can't be looking from website to website at all.
No, you
I'm
don't look
going
at
through them all
websites.
now.
Go to like I use Twitter. I use Twitter like for what's it called, Digital Foundry deals or something like that. Or
In future, Pab, just order some to Kev's house. You got his address, surely.
Yeah.
yeah, I've got some. And they came.
You better be telling us they're rubbish.
They came last weekend, and I have not really used them.
Send them to Anna then.
I put them on tonight. The first time I put them on tonight, and I played one game of Call of Duty, and I went, "Yeah, they're headphones, aren't they?" They sound very good for what they are, but I've had so little time. I don't know what I want. I'm finding it hard to turn the PlayStation on at the minute. That's my trouble. I'm desperate for someone to play on it. Or Sheepdog?
It's the buttons on the front, isn't it?
It's not that. I know where the button is. I can turn it on and just stand there and look at the menus. But what do I want to play on it? And there's not a great deal. And there's nothing on the horizon either. That's the problem. There's not really anything. So
I need you to say this every week, just so I can
I
continue.
think you're fine, Sheepdog. You're fine, Sheepdog. Like I say, it's a nice console, and I want to play it. Like I say, I found myself last weekend just going on the console, just looking at the store, going, anything, nothing. No, okay, I'll shoot you back down again. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
but
there's nothing now, is there? Really?
Yeah, and I've played about 2 hours of Spider-Man, and I don't know what's wrong with me, because the game is perfectly fine and well, and the second I get into it, I'll be back into it. But I've got so many other games that I want to play instead of right now. It's just, yeah, I'll get to it at some point. I'll get to it. Like I say, I looked at Sackboy. I went, like, Sackboy, yeah. But obviously, I've got to pay the digital prices, haven't I?
Yes, you do.
So it's like 60, 70 quid over it is. I'm like, yeah, I don't want it that much. Well, we shall wait and see for that one. Plus, you've got what's it called, Mario 3D World coming out at the start of February. I was like, oh, yeah, probably that's the one I will get. So
you don't have to, you know.
No, but I will.
Yeah.
I will do. I buy all the Mario games, even though I never really play them. But yeah, from what I played of the actual Call of Duty that I played like tonight on it, they sounded okay. I was hearing things that I don't hear when I'm just playing on it with the TV, but that could just be. I mean, I know I normally just have the TV on. I don't normally have headphones in, so.
What sort of things were you hearing, Pav?
Footsteps. You could hear people running around or whatever. I wouldn't normally necessarily hear them as clear as I would with these headphones on.
We just hear a voice going.
Yeah, I'd left the microphone on and all the everyone's. I didn't mute everybody, so they're all talking to me.
Didn't I see somewhere that the microphone built into the controllers is always on or something?
It certainly is. You have to mute it when you turn the console on.
Yeah.
Yep. And that doesn't. I figured that out tonight. That doesn't work when you have the headset in, because it diverts to the headset microphone. So you've got to press mute on the headset.
Okay.
So I immediately went. You did my usual routine of mute button on the controller, and then I was like, I was looking down and I didn't think anything of it. I looked up. There's a little notification. It just popped away from me, going something about headset, and I went, headset? Oh, it's a microphone. Yeah. Okay, so then. So I turned it off on that, and began to mute everybody in the game, because I heard some kid getting screamed at by his mum, and I was like, "Yep, you are being muted. Goodbye. Don't want that." So what have I played properly this week? Like Anna, I've gone back to Immortals: Fenyx Rising, particularly today, because there is a Blood of Zeus crossover. Now, are you familiar with Blood of Zeus?
I'm not, no.
It is a Netflix show.
Okay.
Based on Greek mythology, and there is a Blood of Zeus crossover where you will get items from, items like replicating
like
stuff
from the show.
Yeah. And that is running till the 28th, I think. So if you have got it and want to do that quest, I think it's cut. There's literally, I booted it up today and it came up straight away. There's a new quest available to you, and it's
okay.
Something to do with family. The quest is something like it's in the family or something like that. And the quest is there, and it's not even difficult to do. It's like kill 2 of these mythic beasts. It's incredibly simple to do. The hardest thing about it was the fact that I had to trek all the way across the map, because it was so far to go to get. It was like miles away. It was like places I'd never even been to before, because I've literally all I've done in that game is the starting area, pretty much the first main area where the Hall of the Gods is. That's the only area I've done. Everything else is clouded up. So I've not done it. So I had to travel all the way across the map to do what I needed to do. I got my stuff. Yeah. It's a good show. I watched it like over a week, and it's like 8 episodes, I think. It's the people who did the Castlevania show a few years ago. But it was good. It was good, and like I said, I saw it, I was like, okay, we need to do that. Immortals, I like it because it's easy to play. on a stream, I want to say, because I don't have to pay I don't have to pay tons of attention to it. And I can keep checking chat, and I can keep just pottering about doing whatever, because every which way you turn, there is something to do. Like I was saying, there's a puzzle, there's a chest somewhere, there's like certain enemies, there's an actual quest here to do this, there's a challenge to do this, and there's just so many different things on this map. It's absolutely littered. If anything, it's probably a bit too much.
There is a lot to do there.
Yeah, so much stuff, but it's fun. It is genuinely fun to play, and it's like I say, it is very easy on the eye sort of thing. It's nice to look at. It's not.
It is.
It's not all like grim and grey from what I've seen. A lot of the second area from what I've played seemed very grey and browny, but I think that's just that area itself. But we'll see. Obviously, I'm going to continue to play this one because it's just a nice, easy game to play every now and again.
Ubisoft have been doing a lot, haven't they? They've got Legion, Assassin's Creed, this one. So they've got a lot going.
They do. They've not been messing about. They haven't been messing about with it at all. There's just they're like 3 huge open world games that have been released like within 2 months of each other. It's kind of bonkers. The other thing I have been playing again, like Anna's been doing, I've been tinkering with Cyberpunk, nowhere near as much as I have done in recent weeks. But I think I'm gonna have to get my act together with it and get this game finished, because I'm coming up to podcasts now where they're talking about Game of the Year stuff, because I'm like about 5 or 6 weeks behind on podcasts where they talk about like spoilers and stuff like that, where they discuss like why this certain game should be Game of the Year or whatever, or certain things. And I thought, if discussions come up about the ending of this game, I would be just annoyed. So I was like, right, I've got to get...
Stop listening to podcasts, Pat. They're rubbish. Only idiots listen to them.
I know.
How dare you listen to rival podcasts? How dare you?
I know. But yeah, I need something to occupy my day.
Cough in your ear.
So yeah, I've like I say, I've literally like you, Anna, I've been doing gigs, and any of them blue icons that turn up on the map going like, there's some thugs there, there's someone needs, the police need assistance here, or clear this gang out, or do this, just do whatever's just around the corner. Yeah, I've been doing some stuff like that. I've not really done any main quests.
No.
I even went to started doing the boxing quests, you know, where you go and beat people, you go into the fighting quests.
Yeah.
And I got to one where it's like I got one shot every single time. I thought there must be a way to dodge this. I must have tried it 15 times. I went, this isn't it. No, just walk away. This is the one we don't do right now. Fighting quests where you just get one shot. It's like, nah, this isn't the right. I'm clearly not meant to do this. I got the gorilla arms and everything, and it's like, nah, it's still not. It doesn't do anything. So, I still like that game a lot. It's good. It is very good.
It just needs a bit of love, I think. A bit of attention.
Yeah. If like I was driving down the road, right? I think I was out in like the sticks somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. I was going to do my quest, and then suddenly like the cars pop in all of a sudden, but the cars kind of pop in, and they must have been like they popped in at the exact same time on the road at the exact same point, and they kind of like flung themselves off into the distance. And they was like, okay, that happened, and they just kind of just shut off, like as if they hit each other and just flown, and they just went. And then I was like, okay, that's something. It's not really a surprise anymore, because
I was inside Pam or Pan or whatever her name is.
Hang on, wait, whoa, what?
I was inside of her, as in,
okay,
you lot are bad.
I didn't hear what you said. That's what.
You know, Pam or Pan or whatever her name is. Yeah, I was inside her because something happened and it decided to glitch out, and it loaded back in, and I was inside her, as in...
Stop saying
as in my body was in hers, in the driving
seat. That makes it better. Please, describe it more.
But yeah, that's not supposed to happen. But yeah, that was
a little unfair, Anna. Each to their own.
No, you know what I mean. I was supposed to be in the passenger seat for this mission. You lot are awful. I hate all of you. I hate you all. hate you all.
Oh my goodness.
So annoying.
Anna does prefer it in the passenger seat.
I'm not talking to you anymore, Kevin. Oh, I won't tell you my glitches anymore.
No, tell the listeners all about it. They're intrigued.
So, I don't know if you've got this where you find yourself like locked out of quests from certain things. Like sometimes you have to do something and the person isn't there, or the person you can't interact with, or something like that. I find that every now and again I get a quest, and it's fine because I just literally save the game, reload it, and it works. It's not a massive deal, especially on PC where it runs super fast anyway. So it's not a massive. There's no loading really to say, but there are things that now require me to occasionally have to stop what I'm doing and to kind of reload it.
Yeah.
And someone said this the other day, like you like sometimes you can lose yourself in a game and you can become immersed into a game.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it in this game.
No.
You always realise you are playing a game and you are in a game sort of thing, and you know, because there's too much going on. It's not an immersive world. It's just like it feels like it's a simulation sort of thing at times. And
it's
I
like
do
VR,
kind of agree that.
If like Ready Player One kind of thing. Is that what you mean?
Maybe, yeah. But it feels like you can't be like. I'm trying to think of like another open world game, like GTA, for example. Someone did say GTA 5. You know, like there's people just going about the business, doing their own thing, doing what they want. Whereas people in this game are just kind of like, you feel like they're just on a path. They are pathing to where they want to go, like oblivious to anything that's going on around them, sort of thing, and not really kind of interacting with the world, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I like the game a lot. I do. And
yeah, like I said, I've got no
it definitely
qualms of it. It is playable. It's just it needs a bit of love, I think.
Yeah, exactly right. So from what little I have played, I have played a lot more of this next game. I'm back in Animal Crossing.
I saw you streaming this the other day, and you were
I'm
still tidying your island. How dirty is your island?
We're starting again. I'm flattening everything. I'm moving. Everyone's moving to the beach, and I'm just knocking it all down, and we're starting again. That takes time and money, so it's slow progress, and then it requires me to have like ideas of what I want to do next. I got some amiibo cards. So I've been going
got the cards.
I got some of the cards, yeah.
Wow.
Some of the amiibo cards, and I have been going through those and seeing what islanders we want and which ones we're going to do. So I've got like 4 on the chopping block now, ready to go. We're going to be booting some people off soon, and we're going to move some people in. We're going to start renovating the island, I think. So yeah, I've been doing more of that again. It's a very calming, relaxing game, that one, and it's been nice to go back every now and again and just go in and go, oh yeah, I remember this. It's fun. It is fun. The only other thing that I've played, and I play it here and there, I have. No, not everywhere. Very intermittently. I play like little bursts of Overcooked 2. I play it with some friends on stream, and I just, every now and again just play with some people on Twitch and just have a. Well, let's say I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at Overcooked 2. I usually designate myself as a pot washer. And just literally just wait for the pots to come in and let everyone else do the work, because I feel like I get in the way a lot of the time. I'm designated pot washer and like person who takes something off the stove if it's overcooking sort of thing. If it's about to burn, I just step in and go, okay, I'll take it off the hob for you. That is about it. I just get overwhelmed far too easy in that game. I know it's meant to be like that. I know it's meant to be played where it's frantic and it's just hectic, but it stresses me out to the point where I'm like, I was playing in practice mode the other day. I was like, why can't it be like this just all the time? There's no timers, there's no rush in it. I just walking around the kitchen, just slowly cooking my sushi stuff, doing this, getting the rice and getting the fish, and
that'd be a failing restaurant, Pab.
Well, there's not even. There's like the orders come in, and it just take as long as you want. I can spend 20 minutes. It's fun because I was just doing it on Twitch, and I was just reading my chat, just having a chat, and okay, I could stop what I was doing and just have a chat, and then we can I'll carry on with this sushi now. And it was funny, whereas compared to like you got 2 minutes to get however many stars you need to get to the next level, and you just running around like a maniac, charging around, going, I need plates, I need this, I need whatever it is. I don't know, panicking. But I do enjoy playing it with friends online, so it's just fun to just play every now and again. And I know I'm never going to be perfect at it. I'm never going to be amazing at it. But like I say, as long as it's an important job being a pot washer. You're always going to need plates, so that's where I come in. I'd be a chief pot washer. Yeah, I feel like that's probably about it. Let's have a look. Yeah, that is pretty much everything I've played this past week, I'd say. I think.
I would talk here, but I'm a little bit busy sending Sheepdog pictures of footballers with names of musical instruments on Twitter.
What?
I sent you that tweet thinking that'll sort him tomorrow when he sees his account. My mate texted me saying that some MLS team had signed someone called Mitch Guitar, and I was like, I wonder if Kev could build a team around, like, someone singer, someone guitar, someone bass, someone, and I look back at my phone and I've got like 8 tweets. Just all
You said
random.
build a team, not a five-a-side.
Well, yeah, not a five-a-side, but you can't you can't use Katie Singer the physio. There's got to be another member of the Singer family.
I haven't been able to find anyone. I'm particularly proud of Maximilian Sachs.
Yeah, that was good. Is there not someone called like Jimmy Vocals or something?
I've got Nicholas Viola. It's a bit of a stretch, but he's joining the band.
Is there like Dave Triangle?
I looked for Triangle. There's no Triangle.
That's
It's
shocking.
a little bit. I mean, there's Triangle United, the team, and there's The Triangle, which is a stadium. I found both of those.
You got to do a save us a Triangle United now, surely.
Only if I can sign Joel Drum and Mitch Guitar.
The best I've ever had was having Leonardo and Raphael and Donatello and Michelangelo in a team. That was good. But
yeah, these are the things we get up to on Twitter. Are we done? Should I be heading to Twitter now? Because I'm segueing, Pab. Is there any more for any more?
No, we're good. We're good, my friend.
So if you want to join in on this kind of fun on Twitter, you should make sure you follow us all. We have a lovely time over there. You can follow the podcast at MGUK Podcast. You can follow me at Lelujo.
And I'm at RB6K.
Oh, and I'm at Pab1986 on Twitter and Twitch. What's up?
Someone's just come in with Alex Song, and I can't believe I forgot about him.
Yeah, I saw that and was like, oh.
I'm gutted. That should have been my first port of call. This is going to keep me occupied all evening now. I'm going to get you 11.
Excellent. Keep it going.
See you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Toodle pip.
Thanks for listening, folks.
That's not what she says.
You didn't say it.
I never say it.
I'm saying it now.
You're welcome.
What the hell's going on here?